We are live. We are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Ward F Community Forum. This place is, well, this is a page where we share and exchange information specifically pertaining to Ward F. Make sure you please go and like us on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please send us emails at wardf@gmail.com. We appreciate you tuning in. So if there are resources that's shared via live, it will also subsequently be saved and re-uploaded so you can still have access to all of that information that we're disseminating. Our agenda tonight is as follows. We're going to be answering questions in real times during certain segments of the live broadcast, right? So again, thank everyone for tuning in. I do just want to take this time, right, to have a brief moment of silence for Aieshia McFadden, the young lady who lost her life a couple weeks ago. So we'll do a brief moment of silence, and then we'll allow Mr. Gadsen to speak on who she was as an individual working in the school. And I also have the family up here, and someone from the family will begin to speak on, how much she meant to them. So let's just do a brief moment of silence, people. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So, Mr. Gassens, if you can come on and just speak to who the young lady was as it relates to being a worker in a public school system in Lincoln High School.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Um, Aieshia, employee at Lincoln High School, serving inside of the food service. Um, if you don't know too much about our food service program, when our kids go into that cafeteria, they, have a relationship with, our cafeteria workers. And what made Aieshia so special was the fact that not only was she a cafeteria worker, but she also had the genre in the building. And so, and then she knew a lot of kids, in the community. So, a lot of times when our food service people, custodians, security guards, and folks alike, when they work in the building, they live in Jersey City, so they become, not just employees of a building, but they are a part of the whole community. And that's who really Aieshia was. She was loyal. She was just hardworking. I know members in the food service in that cafeteria, Miss Phyllis, and just a whole slew of others. They sorely miss. Man, this is a great loss to our whole school community. You know, it's just something, whatever that's tragic, something, whatever that just hurts, and it's very painful. And we at Lincoln High School, every now and then we have to go through these um, moments where we lose great people, great people that we love and that are part of our community. So Aieshia was part of the fabric. She was a part of just making sure kids were good, making sure that people in the neighborhood was good. So on behalf of Lincoln High School, our family, and Jersey City Public Schools, um, we say we miss you. We honor you, and the kids, man, all four of them, man. Dejana, Michael, Manaya, everybody. So, we got to hold it down for them. And I know they have a lot, whatever, to say, because, you know, that's the patriarch of the family. That's the person that held it down for them. So our hearts, go out to you. And like I said, in many occasions, if there's anything that we can do, especially as a school community, like, you have to let us know. All right. You just have to let us know, and then we'll do that. All right. So I'm going to sign off, but the most important people, in the world right now are about to speak. So we got to make room for them, because it's such a great, such a great loss. So I hand it back over to the family.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gaston. So I have Aisha oldest daughter here and her nephew, right?
her cousin.
Okay.
She always wanted me to say that's my aunt, but that's my
Okay,
cousin.
well, listen, if that's what she wanted, then that's what she gonna get. So, if you young man and young lady, if you just speak to, just pour your heart out and let the world know, what your aunt meant to you, what your mother meant to you, and air it out. Just voice your concern, to the people, and just air it out.
So again, my name is Maurice. Isha was my big cousin or my aunt. That's what she wanted me to say, so I'll say it right now. This is her oldest daughter, Dejana, and her other kids are also her other three children. So everybody know that Isha had to be like the most bubbliest and friendliest person in Jersey City. Everybody know that, but Isha was so much more than that. And to really understand that, you got to look beyond Isha as an individual and think of where she came from. So Isha was raised by her grandmother, Luella McFadden. And Luella McFadden was known by many people in our community because of how much work she put in, especially for decades, especially in the public schools in our community. And it was through that Isha came to know so many people in the community, first of all. And then after her grandmother died about 10 years ago, a little less than that, Isha followed her footsteps by being very involved in our community. But what the feat that Isha was most proud of, and that her grandmother probably would have been most proud of, is making sure that Dejana was enrolled in a 4-year university after she graduated from high school. And she was only the third person in our family to do that. So, that's why it's so important that, first of all, our community makes sure that Dejana has what she needs to finish school while she's raising her three siblings. And then it's also extremely important for our community to make sure that Isha's other three children have what they need, not only financial resources, but also mentorship and just connections to everything important in our city, anything useful to make sure that they can follow the important and, just amazing women in their life by making a positive impact on our community as well.
All right. You want to say anything, young lady? You good? You nervous? Ain't no need to be nervous. Don't be. Let me get right here, Mo. Ain't no need to be nervous. You got, I want let the world, let the world and let the community at large hear your story, hear your pain, because this is serious, right? We're talking about you as a young lady that's pretty much um being thrown right into the fire. You not only have to go and continue to get your degree, you have one, two, three siblings, right? That you have to be an example for and raise at the same time. So I just want you to know that, right? This is, first of all, it's something that you shouldn't have to be doing, but you're doing it. And two, this is a place like we shouldn't be here right now, right? And I'm advocating and I'm asking everyone in the community to continue to stand by this family. There's a GoFundMe donation link coming up on the next slide. If you could go to the next slide, right? And we just have to be there for them. I'm of the humble opinion, right, is that this case and this incident is not getting the attention in which it deserves. It's not getting the attention in which it deserves. And this is not a young lady who was dating someone who was possibly selling drugs and doing that. This is not someone who her son is in a gang and it was a retaliatory action. This is not someone who's out in the streets. This is a hard working woman who worked in a public school system, right? And who was doing everything she needed to do to provide for her family, and her life was taken senselessly as she walked to a store. What is this world coming to that we can't just walk to a damn store? And I was pretty much outraged because I just felt like the family wasn't getting all of the support it needs. We see what's going on in our community, right? We see something simple happen, and people are sharing it, all negativity. They're sharing stuff online, sharing stuff. And here we have an instance where a family is grieving. A family is grieving. Don't ask me what can you do. There's a Cash app right there. What would you like to be done if your mother was taken from you suddenly? All right, people. So we just have to stand community strong. And I know there is a lot of us out there, right? That we're pretty much we're upset too. We're upset too. And all this keep replaying in my head is those phone calls. Oh, did you hear what happened to the young lady? And like all of that stuff just keep playing in my head, playing in my head. So I want to make sure, right, as a community, there's 17, 18 people tuned in via Zoom, another 30, 40 something on Facebook, right? I just need everyone to feel like this was your mother, feel like this was your aunt, feel like this was your cousin. Be that upset. We need to be that upset. And like I said, the link is right there. The link is right there. Who's going to be great on purpose today, people? Who is going to be great on purpose today? Who's going to take the initiative, right, to help each other in this community? Who is going to do that? The donations should be pouring in tonight. The support should be pouring in tonight. And again, we have to look past monetary compensation. Brother Mo alluded to. This young man is going to need mentorship, right? He's going to need mental health. Uh, Goodness, I lost my train of thought. He's going to need all type of wraparound supports, seeing a therapist as well as the young ladies. Like they're going to need that, and I'm going to need the community to stand by them. And I know this is pretty much it's a really hot topic, right? So at this point, what we're going to do is I want to open up the forum, right, to some people who may just want to send their gratitude to the family while they're up here, or some people who just want to voice their concerns about what transpired and what is going on. So we'll do this, and I guess Kaylin, whoever raised their hand, we'll try to do this in an orderly fashion. We do want to make sure we're cognizant that we have other things on agenda item we would like to get to. But I do just want to take this time to allow the community to send a respect. And I also want to take this time to allow the community to speak on this very issue. So, Kayla, if we can, if anyone have their hand raised in the chat, I know some people are on Facebook. Please inbox us for the passcode because we have to be very secure with disseminating or distributing the passcode because last time we had some unethical behaviors on here and we don't want that to happen. So we hold the passcode. You inbox us, you text us, and we'll send the passcode to you. So, Kaylin, if anyone in the community that's on right now watching, let me go to the grid so I can see everybody that's in here. I know people have comments inside the chat or whatever. But if anybody on the Zoom right now wants to say anything to the family or wants to speak on it, um, we would like to we would like for you to voice your concern. So if it's anyone. And again, of course, people on Facebook wanting to say something. But we're gonna allow anyone inside the okay, so the moderator is unmuting people. Okay, let's go. Who's identify yourself?
Speaking to me? Are you speaking to me?
Yes, yes. I don't know who's unmute, but I seen someone was unmuted. I can't really see from my end.
Okay, so this is Fidel, and
Okay, Fidel.
I just firstly I want to say that I'm so sorry about this. As I wrote in, not only do I live behind Lincoln High School, um, I'm in the food business as well, and this tragedy happened on my birthday, of all things. So I'm going to get in touch with somebody, the moderator or yourself, because I'm going to think of a way to create something as far as a fundraiser so that I can make sure that I participate in the healing process for this family. And I just want you to know that nobody's ever alone when you go through this. And I'm speaking directly to the family members. There are a lot of people that may not identify themselves, but They are thinking and holding you in their thoughts, and we're present with what's happening to you. And I am so sorry. And I will definitely make sure to be, as I said, part of the healing process. And peace be with you.
Okay, thank you, Fidel. I will definitely be reaching out to you to make sure I put you in contact with the family. And listen, man, if everyone do a little, no one have to do a lot. If everyone do a little, no one have to do a lot. And I'm just sitting here. I mean, I know it's four kids, right? But I'm thinking mainly about Michael because I was a male and I lost my mother when I was 12. And I know I contemplated suicide. I didn't want to be here, and I just want to make sure the wraparound services and support are in place. For these kids to flourish in society. Is there anyone else who would like to be heard via open forum?
If Frank, it's me again. It's Mr. Gaston, Chris Gadsen. Dejana, I see you there. What gets me is that Dejana. Go back a little bit because Dejana, she's captain of the cheerleaders. She's she holds it down. I mean, she's school spirit right there, right? Um, we got many a days where Dejana, she has the moments, but she's smart as hell, right? And so we got to make sure. And I know Dejana right now, she's at she's at Bloomfield and everything else, but I really pray that you finish and whatever it takes for you to do that. We got to help them out. Like yeah, Dejana, you in EOF program? I just have to ask that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, EOF. All right. So, my wife asked the question because my wife is in EOF at Rutgers, and we just want to make sure whatever that the classes was handled, making sure whatever that if you go back in the spring, that everything is straight, man. Because we everybody got to really hold it down and see you finish through the finishing line. 'Cause like Maurice said, who was another one of my students, I don't, Maurice, oh smart self. Um, I mean, he gonna be a big time lawyer. But look, we gotta hold it down for you until you finish and crossing that line. And for Michael and for everybody else who's coming up, whatever, in 4 years, Michael gonna be graduating from Lincoln, right? Because Michael, you're going to Lincoln still, right? I just want to
You
make
going to
sure.
make them, Mike? Yeah. Well, we don't know. We'll revisit that conversation later.
No, because he's in the eighth grade. So I just want to make sure, you always got to be recruiting. So, all right. So, no, we love y'all, right? So, whatever you need to get past the finishing line, we got to do that, together. All right. Because you're not in this by yourself. All right. So, be on the lookout. I'll be contacting you, reaching, because a lot of people, just like Fidel, there's a lot of people who want to hold it down for you, too, because
Mhm.
you are not alone. All right. Love you much, Jana.
Love you too.
Okay, and that's the message that we wanted to let them know that they are not doing this alone. They are not doing this alone. Is there anyone else in the chat that would like to be spoke via open forum?
Yes. Hi, Frank. This is Monica Harwell.
How you
Uh,
doing today, young lady?
all right. How are you?
I'm
Uh,
breathing.
I just want to speak to this family. When I heard this, my heart poured out. Believe it or not, your mother is the same age as one of my daughters, who graduated from Lincoln High School. But sad to say, the male who did this, believe it or not, was also a neighbor of mine. So I was so hurt to know his mother and all. But I want you to know, I want you to continue your journey, young lady. Um, I didn't know your mother, but just to hear of her, uh, she spread Black girl magic, and I need you to continue that torch for her. You continue to fight, you continue to grow, you continue to succeed, and allow your siblings to follow your footsteps. Um, I believe your brother's name is Michael. Michael, you are king, my brother, my son. It's a community. You hang in there. I need you to stay strong. I want you to be a leader to these men out here to respect and to show respect to women. I also want you to know last night I was on the council meeting and there was a letter read concerning your mother in support to push the council uh, to diversify our council, to improve on promoting and bringing more women so that we do help women in the community. So when things like this happen, that we show more support and to do better than what we are doing as far as helping the women in this community against abuse, domestic violence, everything. So, young lady, I want you to hang in there and do what you need to do. Um, Frank, we know each other. I'm part of the Greenville Neighborhood Alliance, I'm part of the Bayview Skyline Block Association. If you need anything to help this family, please reach out. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All
If
right.
you can, if you can you I guess inbox me your number?
Yes, I will. We're in touch. You know me. Okay.
Yes,
I will.
ma'am.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for allowing me to speak.
Yes. Is there anyone else who would like to be heard via open forum? No one else? Hold on, wait. What is the name of the group? Okay, people is there anyone else that wants to be heard via open forum? See a lot of people are a lot of people are trying to get in now. I guess they wasn't on time, so we'll allow them to come in because I do want to make sure everyone voice is being heard as it relates to the tragedy that took place. And the caller or the speaker previously alluded to the letter that was read out at the council, but we're going to take it a step further, right? We're going to make sure that we as the community, right? Because so many times we get it conflicted. We think that, the council is the voice for the community. No, the council speak on the behalf of us. Our concerns go to the council via the community, right? So we are the community and we are standing with the family. And if anyone up there and they don't recognize this tragedy as for what it is, and they don't want to speak on it and talk about it and give it the attention it deserves, we'll just remember them when it comes time for us to remember them. So is there anyone else that wants to be heard? Oh wow, we got a lot of people. Oh my goodness, we almost at 100. People are asking the kids to say something. Mike, come over here, Mike. Where's the other? You don't feel good? You don't feel. What about the young? Cause you Instagram famous. You got you TikTok. Yes, yes. I'll be following you. Yes. Okay. Well, the family right now. I mean, I guess as you could imagine, the family right now. I understand a lot of people are pushing for the family. I think what we're gonna do. Okay, so all the family members are in on a Zoom. Is the other young lady in already? She's in on a Zoom. Okay. So yeah, I mean the family, as you can imagine, people is it's a little very emotional right now, but nonetheless, we are going to stand with them and we're going to stand with them side by side. I assure you that we're going to be there. You don't have to do this alone. You're doing a great job, but you don't have to do this alone. Again, people, please hit the GoFundMe link. And if you want to do something outside of the GoFundMe link, please feel welcome in doing that as well. So if we don't have what are they ages? I missed it. Michael 15. Michael 15? He just turned 15. Okay, Michael 15. You're 20? Um 14. Wait, somebody missed. Oh, her. Oh, that's the one I don't know. Ah. So yeah, 5, 15. I mean, not 15. No, yeah, 15, not 5. 15, 29, and 14. Those are the ages of the kids. So if you want to get them something for the holidays or whatever it is, whatever you find in your heart you want to do it, please reach out and we will make sure we put you in contact with the family. And again, This young lady have been so strong, man, and we just want to be behind her, man. Just be the backbone and be behind her. And this is what community about. This feel good. Just like a feel good meeting. I don't really even want to do the rest of the meeting, y'all, because I'm just so happy. Yes, those are the ages. I'm just so happy of the overwhelming support for this family, man. So I guess if you want, you could stay for the rest of the forum meeting. If not, I have everyone number. I have everyone contact. A lot of people wants to do things in addition to the GoFundMe, so I'll be in contact with y'all as well. Michael, I'm coming to get you. I believe Sunday, 1, 2, 3, all three of y'all. We're gonna do a shopping spree. So we're gonna go. We're gonna take y'all. Look, she looking like I like him now. Now she like me. Look at her. She like I like him now. So we're gonna take y'all shopping. You sent me your number, right? Okay, and I have everybody's number. So Sunday we're gonna go. We're gonna get some things and stuff like that. And again, we are with you. Um, we're here. All right. So we're gonna again before we close it out, I do want to have one last call for any speaker who wants to speak via open forum.
Hi, I just wanted to speak. My name is Miss Mateo. I'm one of the school counselors at PS 15.
Hey, Miss Mike said I know her.
Hi. I wanted to let you know to go off what Mr. Gadsen said and Fidel, grief like this affects a whole community. It's not just two people. And when you say feel good event, that's why we decided to do the toy drive, because you just think of all the kids that it affects, and it's such a larger scale. And I believe that this community needs love more than ever. It affects you on such a deeper level. And you said to think about, when you're young and like your mom. I remember being young and everybody's like, oh, that's Tisha's mom. That's Tisha's mom, And you think about the kids in school, like imagine the people who saw her every day, whether it's her students in Lincoln or dropping off her kids in her different schools. And that's just is trauma that you need healing from. So we have to just put love into the community and give back on a bigger scale. So I just wanted, to send my love to you all and to say at PS 15, we're planning something really good and exciting and feel good. And I know that even though it's sad times right now, we're going to come together and just spread love, because that's what we really, really need as a community.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, young lady. I see a lot of people in the chat dropping the yellow hearts. That's what's up. That's definitely what's up, man. So anyone else wish to be heard via open forum? Okay, I got a lot of people texting and sending a lot of suggestions, but in the interest of time, I'm going to get back to them. I do want to carry on, and I'm going to let the family go to finish enjoying their day or whatever. I'm going to be in contact with you. Y'all just stay safe, stay blessed, drive safe. Where's the niece that drove for the first time in the snow? Oh, that was. Oh, okay, yeah. Drive safe out there. But they did a good job on the street. So yeah. Please drive safe. I'll be in touch with everybody.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Moving right along, people. Thank you so much. Just standing in solidarity with the family, like that really means a lot. It really means a lot, and it really shows like when community come together, it's just nothing that we can't do, man. So I'm extremely thankful for everyone who donated, who's going to continue to donate, who's going to continue to pitch in. This is a huge deal. This is a game changer right here, people. This is a game changer right here. So again, thank you to everyone. Moving right along is Miss Sandra Lovely, ready for her presentation, as she will be discussing block associations. And a lot of people are going to have questions as it relates to block associations. When people see this on the agenda, a lot of people were asking me questions already. And I was like, well, y'all got to wait till she come. Y'all asking me the questions. I can't answer them. So Miss Lovely.
Yes, hi, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, young lady?
Good. I'm gonna try to attempt to share my screen. So give me 1 second.
Okay. All right. So yeah, y'all, man, we just got to continue, right, to be there for one another, to be more caring and more loving, man. We just never know the next tragedy, whose family member is going to be. We just never know that, man. So I'm getting a little emotional here, right? Because I'm just so happy, right? I'm just so happy at the fact that all of us find it in our heart to, sympathize with this. Like, I don't know about y'all, but this is a huge deal, people. This is a huge deal. The way we plan on backing this family, right? We're not going to just let this tragedy tear us apart. No, this is something that's going to pull us together. And for that, we are going to be a stronger community. I assure you of that. I assure you of that. We are going to be a stronger community. I'm telling you, feeling very, very good. I said, wow, there's a lot of people. If you know her, you loved her. It takes a community to eradicate this monster from amongst us. Enough is enough. Wow, a lot of people are tuned in. They're sharing them yellow hearts, and they're pretty much we're just standing in solidarity, man. And it's everybody, man. We got the Jersey Journal on here. We got police officers on here. We got judges on here. We got community members on here. We got advocates on here. And this is what it's supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to be. Like, we're all despising what happened. We none of us is condoning it. We're all mourning together as a community, and that's how it should be. That's how it should be. No one group or individual should be burdened with, dealing with this tragedy that transpired, if you will. So I'm very thankful and very elated, man, at everyone who, again, is just pouring it in their hearts to donate and give to the family and helping them, man. Whoo! I'm telling you now, we are community strong, people. We are community strong. It does take the village. You are absolutely correct, Miss Oliver. It does take the village, and we are the village. We are the village. No longer are we going to wait on people to allow us to grieve and to allow us to do the things we need to do. We're not waiting on anyone. We're doing it. We're one community strong. Miss Lovely, are you ready, young lady?
Yes, hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Sandra Lovely, and I'm from Greenville Neighborhood Alliance. And today I'll be talking about block associations and how important it is for us to create strong block associations and also how to create them. So I am from Greenville Neighborhood Alliance. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization that governs the block associations in the community. We help to create block associations, and then we bring the presidents and leaders of those block associations together. And that's what Greenville Neighborhood Alliance is, a collaboration of block association leaders. So I just want to get into, get into the mission of why we're trying to create more block associations. We're trying to develop an alliance of block associations so the leaders can collaborate and find solutions regarding crime and other quality of life issues for the betterment of our community. So we're constantly doing workshops and trying to get new block associations organized so we can come together and work together so we can deal with issues one at a time. Okay, I want to talk about what is a block association. An association of residents of a city block who work together to maintain a safe and attractive neighborhood. When residents get organized into neighborhood groups like block association and tenant groups and civic association, they become a big force for dealing with local problems and building better neighborhoods. Now, here in Jersey City, we have the way that we set up block associations. There is an application with the Resident Response Center in City Hall. You can either get it from them, or we, Greenville Neighborhood Alliance, also have applications, but you would need 15 people on your block that's passionate about your community, and you get their names and address, phone numbers, email address, and you complete the application and send it into City Hall. And once it's approved, City Hall will send you back a letter letting you know that you've been approved as a block association. You also would have to notify the Resident Response Center you would have to select a board members on your block association and hold at least quarterly meetings every year. We also, as block association leaders, go to captain meetings and get very familiar with the police department and know what's going on, in our community, and have a strong relationship with the police department. The block association normally have membership clarifications, obligations. Some block associations have bylaws. It's really set up like an organization. You have a budget. Some block associations do have dues, yearly calendars. Each officer have a role, whether it's the president, vice president, treasurer, secretary. You run your block association like an organization, and you're only as good as your board. Again, creating an effective block association, you do have to have your president and your vice president, your secretary, your treasurer. We also have on my block association board of directors, directors at large on our blocks, where we have not only the presidents and vice presidents, we also have older residents that sit in as directors at large. Some of the benefits of block associations: advocating on behalf of members for services and other quality of life improvement needs, help those less fortunate, supporting neighborhood beautification efforts, advance educational opportunities. There's so many different things that you can do within your block association. A lot of block associations have block parties. A lot of people wonder how they're able to do that. Most of the time they do have dues where they collect dues, and at the end of the year or the summer, they do have block parties. But of course, it have to go through the city hall, have to approve it in order for them to get that. If you have any questions in reference to starting your block associations, you can give me a call. You can email me at greenvillena@gmail.com, or Monica Hartwell. She's our first vice president. I'm sorry, Monica is online. Monica, can you give them your email address? Is she there?
Yes, I see.
I'm here.
Monica's-
Yes,
okay.
they just, I think they have me. Yes, I will put it in the chat, Sandra.
Okay. And also Deborah Friend, she's our secretary. So if you have any questions, we normally help block associations set up their block associations. We walk you through the process. And if you once you're organized, if you want to join Greenville Neighborhood Alliance, we welcome you.
All right. So, Sandra, where can they get the app? Is there application online?
Well, no, City Hall, you have to go to the Resident Response Center to get an application, but Greenville Neighborhood Alliance, we do have applications, and if they send me an email, I will send them the application.
Okay. What are some of the benefits of having a block association? Because when I was speaking with you earlier this week, and you were telling me all of the things it entailed, like you got to set up a board, you got to have meetings, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of work. Because I was like pretty much like looking at the community, like, why everybody don't have a block association? It is some work, if you will. So what are some of the benefits of having a block association in your opinion?
Well, for me, you're able to get to know your neighbors. First of all, it's good to know your neighbors. And when you have a good relationship with your neighbors, you're able to come together and get some work done on your block, whether it's beautification, whether or not it's adding more cameras or lighting on your block. If you, once you get together with your block, you sit down and you decide exactly what it is that would help your block, and that's what you work towards. Yes, you do have to have a board. I mean, some of the stronger block associations have strong boards, because if you don't have the people doing the work, it's not going to get done. So you do have to have your president and your vice president and your treasurer, and in reference to an organization. And with that, Greenville Neighborhood Alliance, we pull those leaders of the block associations, and that's what Greenville Neighborhood Alliance is made up of, the leaders of the block associations in Ward A and Ward F.
Hey, Frank.
Yes.
Hi, this is Monica. This is Sandra's first vice president. And I just want to piggyback on something she said. Uh, Along a few other things, and you have been there with us. When it comes time when these developers are coming in our neighborhoods, and instead of going with the ordinance of a 2 or 3 family house, and they want to come in there with those 9 unit homes, a block association is there to fight that. One of the things that helped us with the Bayview Skyline Block Association, they wanted to put a 7-Eleven at the end of my block. And we came together and we went to those council meetings and we shut that 7-Eleven down. So when you think a block association is not important, when these developers are coming in your neighborhoods and doing the things they're doing, a block association is one of those groups that can shut some of these developers down and just say, we don't want this. We're not going for it. We're not having it, or come back with something better. So
Okay.
that's some of the important things. And, I know so many people look at a block association that, oh, they're rats. They're going to tell on us. We don't want them here. They against, and I'm going to be honest, they're against, some of our hustlers on the block. Okay. And I'm just going to say it. Thinking, they're going to rat on us. They know good. Or we got snitches on the block. That's not what we're about. And I'm going to tell you now, I raised my kids on Van Nostrand Avenue, and I knew those hustlers on the block. And I'm going to tell you now, those hustlers looked after my kids when I had to work late, and I looked after them. So, they coming down the block. It was much respect along that. So it's just a matter of respecting the neighborhood, keep your stuff clean, keep us clean, and that's what it's about. Communication, really looking at what we need in our neighborhoods and not so much, oh, we snitching and trying to hurt somebody. Okay, we understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Monica. Hi, I'm Dr. Andrea E. Oliver. I'm the Block Association President of Brinkerhoff Street, which just glides right into Lincoln.
Okay.
My Lincoln students, woo woo, go Lions. A block association is a vital piece. Why do you want a block association? Monica said it so eloquently. Sandra said it even better, but just basically a place where you can organize and group with common people, your next door neighbor. You can just basically share ideas, share information. Complexes that are being built on your community block, you get a say of what goes on in your community. And also a day like a snow day today, where I try to shovel how many pounds of snow, and there were some 14 young men that were like, miss, we got you. And we sat there for an hour and a half today, and the whole Brinkerhoff is clean. And how much do those kids charge me? $0. And I just send them love, because that's what a community does. Community uplifts and illuminates each other and supports each other in times of hardship and in times of great time. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, I do. I still think I did just want to, for you, young ladies, to highlight the benefits, because like I said, it is work behind it. But I just think, if for nothing else, right? We have a block association. It's kind of like our family in that area. We just look out for one another. Like I moved on Iggy for about like a year now, and it's just like everybody is just like, we're just one.
Yes.
We're literally just one. I dropped my debit card. Coach, they inboxed me. Coach, your debit card's right here. I'm gonna hold it till you get back, or you want me to put it in your mailbox. Or today I came out, I shoveled my whole side, and the neighbors across the street shoveled that whole side. And it's just like the extra set of eyes. I got 15 cameras on my house, literally, but my neighbor across the street have a special set of cameras that I don't have. So it's just about looking out for each other, being there for one another. And the most important thing is that the advocacy from multiple voices. It's one thing to say, I don't want this development because I don't think it's beneficial for the community. But it's another thing for the community to come together and say, no. We reject this project in its current form, and we don't want it. So does anyone on the Zoom call have any questions for Miss Sandra before we allow her? I guess she probably want to stay for the rest of the meeting. I don't know, but I do want to take this time to open up for some Q&As to see if anyone have any questions as it relates. So I know I think Tony may have a question about about the block association. Mr. Perkins, do you have a question?
No, I don't have a question. I just appreciate the clarity that was brought to the conversation on the topic of block association.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, and Tony and Frank, just one other thing. Again, this is Monica Harwell, so you guys can understand. Another thing too, coming through the communities, and something we're just trying to push for. You know, so many of our houses in our neighborhoods are going up for sale, and the community is not allowed to buy. You know, and we can speak on who's actually getting them and who's allowed to have them or whatever. But my thing of it is, that's what's turned down our community. We have renters and the homeowners are not in the neighborhood, so they don't care. So our community is falling apart. So those are some of the things we are just pushing to allow, you know, people on the block to be able to purchase homes and keep a community alive and to help families to stay in their homes so we can keep building. I'm gonna be honest with you. I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky. My mother and we knew families down the block and around the corner. We were a community. But when you start bringing just renters who don't care, they just come in, don't care, and the homeowners who don't live on the block don't care, we're falling apart. And we got to stop that in Jersey City. We have to bring that back.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up, Monica. That is a great point because as we turn into a city of predominantly renters, like people, like you just don't really care about stuff
Exactly.
that much if it's not yours. And it's kind of almost like a human nature.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, I do want to thank you for that. Does anyone else in the forum have a question, comment, or concern as it relates to block associations for one Miss Sandra Lovely?
Also, I wanted to say, Frank, that when you do have strong block associations, when you have a renter that come on to a strong block association and they see that, you know, it's kept clean and, you know, the garbage is put out and, you know, certain things are done on the block, they're going to either fall in line or they'll get a letter, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, Miss Lovely, we do want to thank you for presenting in the Ward F Community Forum as we begin to, you know, just provide information for people in our communities to, you know, fight for themselves and fight together with us. So we do want to thank you. We do want to thank your team. And also, I want to personally thank you for all of the work you do via Greenville Neighborhood Alliance. I think that's a great organization. I think that's great work that you do in the community. So thank you very much, young lady. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Okay, thank you. So we're moving right along, good people, as we finish block associations and block associations. Next up will be my brother Tony Perkins talking about community resources. This is good, people. Pay attention to this community resources because we all need some. I'm gonna need some homeowners community resources soon, people. So show us some love as homeowners, please.
Right. Peace, good people. Good evening. My name is Tony Perkins, and welcome to another episode of Ward F Community Forum. I'm excited to be here along with these great people that are bringing such prevalent information to the community. And I just want to give a big shout out and love and support to the family of Aieshia. And it's very, very disheartening to hear about the tragic situation that happened to that young lady. We got to do better as a community. We have to do better as men to take care of our women in our community. And I just want to send my condolences to her and her family, and may Allah grant her family strength to get through these trying times. I mean, I just wanted to touch on a few topics, community resources, tenant income. And we have a COVID housing assistance program here in the state of New Jersey. You can apply for housing assistance if you suffered a financial hardship due to COVID-19, and just make sure you're able to pay your rent due to or mortgage. And how it works, you can apply. Here's the link right here, nj.gov, human services /COVID-19 housing assistance. So everybody, if you can, maybe if we can put that link in the chat, that way everybody can have it. And I'll proceed. You can demonstrate, but what's really needed is you have to demonstrate your income that doesn't exceed the income limit. That way you are able to receive these funds due to COVID-19. And it's very important. But moving forward, we have tenant income programs, financial assistance for renters in New Jersey. It's also located in Bayonne, New Jersey, the Economic Opportunity Foundation. They can be contacted at 201-437-7222. The link is right here. If I can get some assistance to put that link in the chat also, that way people can be informed about that and they can go on that and see if it can be helpful to anybody.
Mr. Perkins.
Yes.
I see you, you're talking about the tenant income financial assistance for renters in New Jersey. And I see that this place, Bayonne Economic Opportunity Foundation is in Bayonne. So can people in Jersey City, like, can we apply for that? Is that something that's accessible or available to us?
Yes, it's within Hudson County. So I'm pretty sure it's accessible to everybody here in Hudson County.
Okay, appreciate that.
No problem, thank you. So moving forward, community resources as far as COVID, which is definitely plaguing the communities and the world right now. And it's kicking up, people. So we have to be mindful of all our testing locations, the testing sites. They're all over. I'm just gonna give you a few of them that are right here in Ward F. We have 754 West Side Avenue. Their daily operations are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Obviously, they're closed on the 25th, which is the holiday, through the 1st of the new year, which is also a holiday. But the thing about it is we have to get out and get tested just for the benefits of our family members. We can't stress it enough. The numbers are increasing. Deaths are increasing. We have to be mindful and be cautious about what we're doing and who we surround ourselves with, making sure we're practicing our safety, sanitizing, our health hygiene, wearing our mask, our social distancing. It's unfortunate during the holiday time, but it's a must that we look out for our family members moving forward. The other location is located at 100 Monticello Avenue, right there at the old bank parking lot, right there by Brinkerhoff, between Brinkerhoff and I want to say Crescent, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
Crescent
correct.
Avenue. And that's another location. And then we have 140 Dr. Martin Luther King Drive at the Mary McLeod Bethune Center. Their operations are open from Monday and Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. The location for Monticello, I'm not sure if I told you guys, is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So get out here if you need to get tested, and tell a friend to tell a friend. It's very imperative that we do this. You know, we're trying to save lives here. We're trying to move forward and just be careful and be safe.
Yeah.
And moving forward, I'd just like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. This is very, very helpful for the community. We can save a life. We can help people acquire different resources as far as income, as far as, you know, we're going through a lot here in COVID-19 times, man, and it's very detrimental to all of us. So we have to practice our safety and just keep tuning in, because we're going to be here providing this information, and we want everybody to benefit from all of it. So I appreciate everybody for coming out tonight. Stay safe. The roads are a little slick, but I can say for the city, they did do a good job of cleaning. I can say that.
DPW, but, shout out.
Right, yeah, shout out to all the city workers, and continue to keep our city and our streets safe for us to travel on. We appreciate you guys for all the work that you're doing, and everybody continue to be safe out here. And I thank you for joining us here on the Ward F Community Forum.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Perkins, for that presentation. Just to piggyback off what Tony said, man, my office is right here on Monticello, right? 100 Monticello is directly down the street, across the street. And I ride by there, I walk by there, and I just don't see people taking advantage of free, like FREE, free testing, people. It is free. Like you need to know. You need to know. It's imperative that you know if you're walking around with this COVID virus. So please, man, utilize it. Utilize it. Take care of yourself. It would be very hurtful to see us lose people due to negligence, just completely being negligent. So look at those sites, man. Look at those sites. Go in there, walk in there, and get tested. Again, the one on Monticello, I think 5 people may have one in there. It don't be crowded. So if you're in a rush and you need the service expedited, they'll be able to do it. I will say this, on West Side, that site has been pretty packed when I went down there. A lot of people were down there. I didn't have the opportunity to go out to the Bethune Center a lot, but just take advantage of it, people. There's really no other way to put it. Take advantage of it, and put your health first. Because if you're not in good health, you ain't gonna be able to help no one. So moving right along, good people. I'm going to be talking about local roundups, what's happening in the city. I had to take a deep breath, and I'm gonna take a swig of water too. Because last night, right, the council voted 6-2 with one councilwoman or council president Joyce Waterman being absent for the meeting to approve a 17-story high rise with only 5% affordable housing. This plan again have no sound funding. How we going to fund this white box, which they perceive to be a recreation center? And what's very troubling, right? What's very troubling is that nearly 90% of all the people who called in for this project were against this project in its current form. And that's disturbing, right? That's mind-boggling that most of the people who called in and sat through the meeting basically said that the community does not approve of this project in its current form because we feel like it doesn't benefit us. It doesn't benefit us. So, people, it's passed. It's passed. We're going to continue to fight it because it's just not good for the community. It's just not good for the community. 17-story, this developer is making out like a fat rat with this new development that's slated to go there. So that's what happened yesterday. And again, the community clearly is in disagreement. Like we stood as a unified front and we said we did not want it. Councilman Robinson, along with his other colleagues, Denise Ridley, Ward A, Mayor Prince Airy, Ward B, Rich Bogiano in Ward C, Danny Rivera, Councilman at Large, and who did I miss? Oh, Rolando voted no, and James Solomon voted no. And again, it was 6-2. But we're going to continue to fight this because we just feel like it's just not indicative of what we want to see in our community because we feel like it don't benefit our community. So be on the lookout for that. And also, this is the same site that received Green Acres funds to enhance the Berry Lane Park and to expand the Berry Lane Park. Not only that, they have received other grants to acquire this property. So when the council members tell you that there were no plans or there was no intent to have steel technology a part of Berry Lane Park, that is just inaccurate and disingenuous information. Also, the Jersey City Master Plan is still open, people. You remember we had them on here about about a month or 2 ago. Well, it's extended to January 15th, man. And I'm pissed off because Ward F had one of the lowest turnouts, right? So we need you to go to the link that we provided via Facebook on the Ward F Community Forum page, and also on Instagram, the Ward F Community Forum page on Instagram, and go to the link and let your voice be heard, man. I'm so disappointed at my community at large. I'm disappointed in you, Ward F. I think, well, I don't think, I know more of us should be filling out for it. I know more of us should be filling out for it. If you need the link and you can't, if you don't want to go back through the channels on the Facebook and Instagram page, text me 609-968-5411 and I'll text you the link. So all you got to do is just hit it from your phone and go and fill out, because it is imperative that we fill out and our voices be heard. Moving right along, with more of the local roundups. If you could, Mr. Perkins, go to the next slide. I think you're one ahead of me. There you go, young fella. So, wow, people, this just in. This is almost breaking news, like right off the press. The state assembly voted 49-24 with 6 absentee ballots to pass S21. If you don't know about S21, that was talking about the legalization of marijuana and how that legislation would look, right? So the current plans, right? This bill currently directs 70% of all state tax revenue from marijuana purchases and an excise tax on marijuana growers to certain minority communities disproportionately impacted by the drug war, right? But this language is pretty relaxed, if you will, right? I was looking for something more concrete to make sure that these communities who were essentially left and ravaged or penalized for this war on drugs, I just want to make sure all of the revenue is getting to that community and getting to that population, seeing that that population was penalized the most via the war on drugs. So it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time before they the state commission establish rules, award of licenses and dispensaries to open in the public. So we want to make sure we're keeping our eyes open on that. But most importantly, people, I want to make sure that the funds that's collected via tax revenue for the distribution and resale of marijuana is going to the said demographic in which it affected. That is extremely important. I don't know what other way to put it. So moving right along, Mr. Perkins. We have the New Jersey marijuana legislation bill. We have that. I'm looking on 2 screens. Pardon my soul, good people. I'm such an overachiever here. So the decriminalization of marijuana, right? So with the decriminalization of marijuana, it ends the it ends the arrest for possessions of less than 6 ounces. So if you get caught with over 6 ounces, you have the answers to that, good people. But it does decriminalize it for 6 ounces and less, and also mushrooms. That decriminalization bill passed in the assembly with a vote of 64-12, 3 absentee ballots. So yeah, man, we just got to make sure that we are up to date and we're paying attention to all of these implementations of laws and ordinance that's coming through the pipeline that's going to subsequently affect us, people. We must make sure that we're paying attention. The Senate also passed a third bill, cannabis bill S2875. This allow investors, including the current medical marijuana operators, to fund new marijuana licenses aside for minorities. That's huge. That is huge right there, because we talked about the tax revenue, right? We talked about the tax revenue getting to the communities that were destroyed via the war on drugs. Now, this bill, this third bill, right, that passed in the Senate, is essentially ensuring that minorities will have access to participate in this trade. And that's huge. That's a big deal. I think I might be investing in the in the marijuana trade, as I seen what revenue look like just traveling to California and Arizona. I seen the revenue that those establishments within that state racked in. So again, that's with the local roundups. Do we have any more local roundups here? Um, Okay, who are your representative? This is extremely important, right? We need to know this because we need to know whom we need to be contacting where. So on a state level, State Senator Sandra B. Cunningham, she's also the deputy majority leader as well. And you can reach out to her office with questions, comments, concerns as it relates to any of these bills or any other bills in the state Senate. And you see the number that's displayed, but I'll read it out aloud as I do my due diligence. 201-451-5100. Again, that's 201-451-5100. Allison, please put in the chat that number for Senator Sandra Cunningham. Also, email her at senatorcunningham@njleg.org. Also, reach out to your local state assemblywoman and assemblyman Angela McKnight and Nicholas Chevarati. Angela's telephone number is 201-360-2502, and that's ASW McKnight at njleg.org, and State Assemblyman Nicholas at 201-471-2347 in an email. All of that is going to be in a chat as we make sure that you know who you should be contacting as it relates to what function or what entity, whether it's state, Senate, or state assembly, who you need to be contacted as it relates to that. Next slide, young fella. Upcoming events. Let's be festival, man. Upcoming events, man. Listen, people, I want to take this brief time, right? I ain't gonna get emotional. I've been getting real emotional lately, man. But I want to take this brief time, right, to thank every single person who shared the live video from Educational Gilmore page today. We raised over $1,000, people. We raised over $1,000, and I'm just so thankful and humble for my community, man. As we, oh my goodness, man, we are in fact really one community strong, people. We raised over $1,000 to make sure we're able to take those kids shopping on Sunday, man. And you know me, right? I raised 1,000, so I'm gonna donate 1,000 on top of the 1,000 that I raised, man. But I just thank you, community, so much, man. I thank you so much, man. It was huge, man. So I went out early and I shoveled some snow for seniors. People poured donations in, and it was just a great time. So December, right? December 20th, we have a Black business pop-up. We also have Kids Ugly Sweaters Sipping Paint on December 18th. December 18th, that's Friday, right? December 18th. Can we go to the slides with the flyers, people, so we can display the flyers? Oh my goodness, we got the person that's doing the slides. He's going too quick, too fast. Okay, no, go. Whoa, we go. Pardon us, people. Oh, stay right there. So we got the Christmas shopping spree to kids who lost their parents via gun violence. That's taking place on the 20th. You can also come down here for Timons and Hills, who's partnering with Educational Gilmore. We're giving out toys on Saturday. First come, first serve basis. So get your tails down here, people. 135 Monticello Avenue at the Educational Gilmore's Community Learning Center. Also, I'm partnering with the great people of 15 School. The young lady who spoke earlier, she's from 15 School. She actually, it's really her idea, people. And let me step back again. All of these ideas that I'm partnering with, for the most part, these are the community ideas. This was her idea. This was Diamonds and Hill idea. And I'm just partnering with them, people. I'm just partnering with them. This is their ideas. I'm just helping out. So I do want to take this time to do my due diligence and acknowledge them. And also my brother Bilal, who's partnering with me to do the movie trip and a toy giveaway. And also my brother Tariq, who partnered with me on Sunday. These are these people ideas. I'm just here to help out the community. That's it. So again, we having a holiday toy drive. If you have any toys you want to drop off, they could be wrapped. They cannot be wrapped. You could drop them off at Educational Gilmore Community Learning Center from Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we're going to try to get, now I ain't saying trying, we're getting a toy for every single kid in 15 school. We're getting a toy for every kid in 15 school. So those are the upcoming events. Please donate. Each one teach one. If everyone do a little, no one have to do a lot, people. And this is why I love my community. And this is why we're community strong. Mr. Perkins, can you get to the next group of slides? Oh, upcoming events, Liberty State Park Winter Water Flow Walk. Oh, that's something else. Wow, I forgot that was on there. Yeah, so that's going to be December 19th from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. is pre-registration is required for all programs. You can contact the Nature Center at 201. We're going to put that number in the chat as well, but 201-915-3400 extension 202. We're going to put the number in the chat and also the email in the chat who you need to be contacting as it relates to that. January 13th and 20th, the personal statement writing workshop with the Jersey City Library. Listen, man, this is huge, people. This is huge. These programs are without tax dollars paid for, so we got to take advantage of them. If our kids don't need it, I'm sure there's some kids in the community that can take advantage of these programs. All right? So through the college readiness program, students looking for assistance can bring their personal statements for college administration. I'm going to tell you, those college personal statements are extremely important. Do not take those papers lightly. Do not take those papers lightly. So again, they're giving a whole workshop on it. It will be held from 3 to 5 p.m. on those 2 Wednesdays. So you have more than enough time to prepare. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. That's January 13th and January 20th. Those, I believe, are Wednesdays, as my notes are telling me. So let's move right along again, Mr. Perkins, with the other information we need to disseminate to these good people. Oh, wow, we are coming to the conclusion, but we will like to thank everyone for tuning in, right? The previous meetings are on our Facebook and YouTube page. Again, please make sure you follow us. The link is going to go in the chat as well for us on Facebook, Instagram. Email us at wardfcommunityforum@gmail.com. Join our mail list simply by scanning the QR code with your camera. Technology is beautiful, people. You can essentially scan. You can scan it. Oh, someone said Christ the King Church, 768 Ocean Avenue, will have a grab and go lunch. I didn't catch that date, but it's in the chat, and we're going to make sure it's available for everyone to access as well. I do want to take this time, 12:19. Thank you very much, Dr. Oliver. So I do want to take this time to thank my staff, Allison Trimmel, Caitlin Warren, my brother Tony Perkins, Christopher Perez, Michael Griffin. Thank all of you for really putting this together and, you know, just standing up to fight as we fight for the community, as we fight as one. So I do want to take this time to allow any one of my partners to speak or allow anyone else left in a forum to announce if they should have any question, comment, or concern.
Hey, Frank, this is Monica. That was me with the 768 Ocean Avenue. Again,
Yes.
It's Saturday, December 19th. We start 12 o'clock. Hot.
Okay.
It will be a hot lunch, okay?
It
Grab
will be
and
a
go,
hot lunch.
all
Okay.
packed up, grab it and keep going.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna be sure to send some people up there to get
Thank
some
you,
of that,
Monica.
to get
I was
some
trying to
food.
give you credit.
Make sure what?
She was trying to give me credit. You said Dr. Oliver, but I said, that's me. Don't be giving my credit away.
I apologize, young lady.
It's all good. It's all good. She's my sister. We all good.
Hey.
That's right. We're on the same board. That's right.
Yes, a beautiful thing.
I have a question.
Yes, Mr. Perkins.
Gilmore. Yes, as far as that toy giveaway that you're doing for PS15 school, is that only 15 school, or is that surrounding schools in the area also?
I'm glad you asked that, Tony Perkins.
Preferably the PS34 school.
I'm glad you asked that. So this year, right, I partnered to essentially adopt 15 school, but rest assured there are other opportunities available. As you know, kids from 34, 41, and 29 will be going on a movie trip on Saturday and receiving gifts and something to eat as well. So we're trying to do as best as we can. 15 is this year for this event, but that's not to exclude any other school from receiving any other blessings.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Frank, I have one other question. I saw your sip and paint. Is there an age limit on that event?
Is there an age limit on that event?
The sweater, it was the sweater sip and paint.
Oh, the ugly sweaters, that's at Quay's Creative Arts. Can someone put that slide back up? To see
Yeah, I couldn't quite read the flyer, so I didn't know if it was an age limit or age group on that.
Okay, well, I hope they be sipping water and juice. So
Hey, Coach, I have a quick question. Well, not a question, but more like a statement.
Yes.
I'm really, so sorry for those kids, to lose a parent at such an early age. I mean, something so unexpected, really. It hurts everyone. So I'm just really appreciative to see everyone stepping up and trying to support, and not only the financial support, but the emotional support that they're going to need to keep pushing forward, because these times are really hard times. And also, I mean, I feel it as if it was me and my little one in my situation. I mean, you met me, you know, my little one, she's about to be 18, so she's not so little anymore. But at any age, that definitely hurts, and it hurts real hard. So I'm really grateful to see, the community. Like I said before, it does take a village, and this is a proud moment where Ward F steps in and, helps their own.
Well, in case anyone been in a cave in Salt Lake City, Utah, or under a rock, Ward F is stepping up, man. This is not no same old Ward F.
That's right.
I'll show you that. This is not the same old Ward F. Everyone is stepping up. Everyone is stepping up, and we're doing what we need to do to make sure we provide and care for one another.
That's right.
Community strong.
And one last thing, I'm so sorry, guys. I know everybody else is waiting to say something before we get out of here, but also, I'm not sure if we have any Ward F Lions out there. We do have a fundraiser coming up for Lincoln Lions very soon.
Okay.
Hopefully everyone can participate. I'm not sure if Chris is still in the meeting, but yeah, there will be a fundraiser for Lincoln Lion, the graduating class of 2021. Guys, please, I'll be expecting everyone to cooperate. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. Okay, I appreciate that, young lady. So this ugly sweater sipping paint, is there an age demographic? I'm getting old, so I can't really see. Do anyone see an age demographic on there? But it's for kids, so I'm imagining like kids, just knowing Quay, kids 7, 8, 9 and up. They will be there.
Okay. I have a couple of teenagers. That's what I was just curious. All right, because I didn't know what age to put them in.
Yeah, I think you should bring them.
Okay.
You should bring them. It is she does a lot of great events.
All right, cool. Very good.
Fortunately for me, I don't have an ugly sweater, so I can't go.
Got plenty of.
Oh my goodness. Does anybody else wish to be heard via open forum?
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I love this. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna be in contact. This is not like no one hit. Like we're not just doing it. We're gonna continue to do this. I've been reaching out to a lot of people in Ward F. We're gonna have a group of commissioners based on the districts in which they are from, because I'm of the opinion if everyone do a little, no one have to do a lot. And we're just gonna make sure we vamp this thing up where we're advocating for each other and everyone is participating and we're in cohesion and we're moving as one unit. So again, thank everyone for tuning in to the Ward F Community Forum. If you're not home, get home safe, get warm, and stay in. I love you, good people. Take it easy. Have a nice day. Stay blessed.